But let's get this party started. You look at that on my end, the whole song played. Wow, cool. Been a while since I did that. Anyway, so for biggest argument we've ever had on the show, the winner is.
To start, my ex and I were 19 when she got pregnant. We had recently broken up, and she found out a couple of weeks later that she was pregnant. She said that she planned to get an abortion, but she only wanted her sister there. So I was always under the belief that she had aborted. She only contacted me once saying that it was done, and we didn't speak again. Fast forward 19 years later, I found out a month ago that that was a lie. My ex passed away 3 years ago, and my daughter, Kara, has been living with her uncle. He was the one to reach out to give me a heads up after she expressed an interest in wanting us to connect. He and I spoke at length because I was feeling some pretty strong emotions like rage for never being told about her. My ex had backed out of the abortion, but didn't want me involved because we were broken up, so she decided just not to tell me. But he told me that Kara doesn't know about that. Apparently, my ex told Kara that I wasn't ready for fatherhood because we were both so young, so I bailed. I couldn't believe it. Rob, her uncle, told me he knows his sister was wrong for that, but promised me that Kara doesn't have any negative feelings towards me, and that my ex never painted me as some villain, just a young guy who knew that he couldn't properly care for her. He asked me not to tell Kara this when we talk if she asks because it could hurt the way she saw her mom. I never actually confirmed that I would. Kara messaged me and we've been talking. I've met her twice, and it's been crazy emotional. I look at this girl who looks just like me, and it hurts that we're just barely getting to know each other. So far, our conversations have only been about what her life was like, how my life is, what her wants and future goals are, and getting to know each other. We met again Tuesday, and she finally decided to ask the obvious questions about what made me not want to be involved. She asked how I felt, what went through my mind, did I ever think about her, etc. I had been thinking about what to do in that moment, and I just didn't have it in me to lie, so I was honest. I told her that I was told about the abortion, that I had no idea that she even existed until now, but that I really want to be in her life and have the chance to be her father, if she wants that. Kara was a bit emotional, we talked some more, and she said that she still wants me involved. That night, my phone was blowing up. Not just from Rob, but from her grandparents as well. They're all outraged for telling Kara about her mom because she yelled at all of them and is refusing to even take their calls. Yes, the lie was terrible, but I just ruined the image that she had of her late mother for my own benefit. Rob called me a selfish dick for not taking into consideration how this would affect Kara finding out about all this. So right now I feel like garbage. I get that honesty is the best policy, but in this case, I don't know if I was the butthole for doing it. I'm still learning this whole dad business, so I don't know if I dropped the ball here. OP.
So before anybody gets started, the runner-up, and I didn't feel like playing the video, but if y'all can remember, the runner-up was the wife who had a very specific job in a very niche organization. Her husband, who didn't have a job, found a job with her competitive company, and he wanted that specific job. And she was afraid that she was the biggest breadwinner, that it would really be hard for her to find another job if she gets fired from this, was begging her husband not to take the other job. And he was determined. I know, I should have played it, but yeah, it was too busy. So, anybody?
When was this?
It doesn't matter.
No, when did we first play that? I don't even remember that one.
Which one? About the husband?
Yes. About the father that thought his child was aborted.
Oh, that was actually more recent.
Oh, my memory's terrible. Because I'm like, it was when? And we got
that
in
was
an argument.
recent. That was only a couple months ago.
whether the father did the right thing by following his gut or not. And I think we did disagree.
Yeah, my stance didn't change.
What was your stance again? Just remind me, because I'm sitting there like,
Well, on this particular story, my stance on it is that it's not a father's job to do that. What he did was selfish. It only helped him. Marlon kind of disagreed with me, but that was cool. And then on the other one, I think we were mostly all in agreement with respect to
we all thought
the
she
job
was.
situation.
Yeah, her. I remember. I was like, "Girl, shut up." What are you supposed to do?
And I wasn't, but as time went on, I started going, yeah, okay, now I get it, because I'm trying to figure out why do you just really, really, really have to take this job? So I was like,
yeah,
hey,
that one. That's right. We definitely did not agree, because Marlon was the one sitting there talking about, I have a life too. I have feelings and a career. But
no, I was like, why are you? My whole stance was, why are you putting the job over the marriage? And that was my stance. And
exactly, he was putting the job over the marriage.
And now I can change my stance of going, dude, why? If she has a decent job that's making X amount of money, more money than you could even make if you took this job, and she said she will pay for you to go back to school to get more experience in anything else, why are you just so determined to take this job? I was like, okay, now I see what everybody's saying, but
I don't know. I don't care. Even if it was they offering me more money than she's getting paid, and she is already established in her job, and she tells me, no, don't take that job because it is my competitor, which could cause me to lose my job, then I'm not taking that job. I'm already unemployed. I can get the next
you can't get another job.
You know what I'm saying? That's selfish. I can't stand dudes who think that whatever is important for their life is more important than their wife's life. I can't stand them dudes. And they all over the place. They everywhere. I'm like, dude, for real? So you get to self-actualize, but she's supposed to stay in her role.
Yep. That's the idea.
But then this one with the abortion situation, I mean, build your relationship with your daughter. Whatever might not be fair or whatnot, but whatever problems you might have had with the mothers, you got that got buried with her. Ain't nothing, nothing you can do now. So how does it benefit this young lady, this child that you say you want to be a father to? How does it benefit them for you to tell them, well, I wasn't there because your mama said you had an abortion, she had an abortion?
Nothing changed.
Yeah,
didn't help at all, man.
I'm always gonna lean on the side of telling the truth.
However, my relationship.
You can avoid that, but like, you know what? The past is not important. It's
you can tell
future.
the truth by saying, I didn't know because your mother didn't tell me that we had a child, and now I have an opportunity to hopefully first become your friend, and if you're agreeable, there's nothing I like more than to be your father. That's what you say. You ain't got to go
because
nobody wants
she
to
lied
know
about getting an abortion and thought that was.
I want to know that they were like their mama was thought about giving them up. Like that doesn't help anybody. It like literally helps no one.
Okay, wait a minute.
Mickey says the father was right. Nah, Mickey. Nah.
I think the father was right for telling the daughter. She may have had a deep resentment that he dumped her before she was born. They have a lifetime ahead of them, and they should start off with honesty.
That honesty is the best policy. It's some bullshit.
It isn't.
I mean,
that mother raised that girl on a lie. And
perhaps
you want the father to
she never painted him as the villain.
Y'all moralizing this truth thing. Let's just be real. The truth is bullshit. All right. The truth is circumstantial. Sometimes the truth is what you need to do. Sometimes the truth you don't need to bring up. That's the reality of life.
But then what if she had found out and he was hiding it from her? Then you go, if she found out the story anyway, and now she's wondering why he didn't tell her.
At that point, he can easily explain it. Because if like 2 years later, one of her uncles gets drunk and tells her, or grandma feels like it's time to let her know because she's now 25 or whatever, right? And then she comes to me and she's like, wait a minute. I found out it's not just that she didn't tell you. She told you that she had an abortion, and that's why you weren't there. And blah 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 boo 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 whatever. Then we deal with it then, because at the end of the story, no matter how you cut it, not my fault. So let her come to you on her terms. But I want to do that. I'm sorry.
She did come to him on her terms and
did.
asked the question,
and then he just
of
went
why
off
did
extra.
you abandon me?
Yeah,
And
what was
the
his?
truth was, sorry, I did not abandon you. I didn't even know you existed.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
He could have stopped right there. He didn't
Right
have to say
there. That's it.
the
That's all you
mother.
need.
She lied about having an
What?
abortion, and just
So
everything ain't meant to be told.
It is on the abortion part of it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That part doesn't need to be
just
brought
leave
up.
out that you don't have to tell it like just all.
Only reason you would tell it is because you want to feel better about yourself.
Yep, that's
and if
it.
you're a parent, and as parents, it ain't about you. Like it ain't. It's just not. So if you going into anything with your kids centered on yourself, there's something a little bit goofy going on here. So
or make
I don't
a
know.
choice like
so
I
my
did.
call
Don't become
is
a
what I
parent.
said. Y'all go around and knock over doll houses and step on Legos all you want to. I'm not doing it.
Wow.
I'm telling the truth.
Go ahead, Marlon.
The
tell
truth, it will set you free.
And then you
But
go
there's
city
a
council
way
with
to tell the truth. You don't have to come all out and say, "Hey, your mama had wanted to have an abortion,"
or run the risk of losing
all.
all.
We're missing
Look,
the
yeah.
one element he should have kept out.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
all we
he may
saying.
have made
Keep
a
it
mistake
out.
on it.
And then when
But,
she, when she matures, then he could, ease it in there. You don't just boom, wham it right in her face.
I guess you're gonna tell her that, when I met your mama, I didn't really know her that well. You know what I'm saying? We got drunk at the bar and we did our thing.
And she
know
was
what I'm
looking
saying?
good in that mini skirt, and I just had to.
For all the truth.
Nobody. No.
When I met your mama, she wasn't even wearing panties. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dad, stop.
She probably will, I hope. Hey, buddy.
I'm just saying there's things that don't need to be said.
Yeah, the abortion thing, he could have got right up to it, like Sia said, and not included the abortion part. He could have said, "I wasn't ready.
I didn't know.
I didn't know." He could have just said, "I didn't know."
That's all you need.
That's
I didn't
it.
know. She did not tell me. I had no way to find her.
And that's not a lie. He didn't know because he thought she etched him out of his child's life.
That would have been a lie.
Wouldn't have been
That
a lie.
would not have been a lie.
Because
He didn't know.
She knew she
No.
was pregnant. So
But it's not his lie.
But that's not his lie. That was the mother.
Marlon want to feel
So
good
he's
about himself.
still
That's
lying.
all. Marlon want to feel
How
good
is
about
he
himself.
still
Marlon wanna
lying?
go up
He
in the
didn't
room
know.
and be like, "Look,
Nah,
I'm here.
no.
I'm here, and your mama was a liar, and I'm here."
My mama told me that you knew she was pregnant with me, and then you're gonna come back with a lie saying I didn't know.
He didn't know.
You didn't know.
She put him out of the child's life. She didn't
Like, literally,
speak to
Marlon,
him.
Y'all did not hear
She
what
changed
I
her
said.
Marlon,
mind.
literally, that's what you just
Y'all
said.
did not hear what I said.
Yeah, say it
I
again. 'Cause
said,
it
Yeah,
didn't sound
because
good
we-
to
the
me.
mother told the daughter that she knew she was here. She wasn't ready to raise me, so you abandoned me.
The
so
mother
how is
is
he
the-
gonna come back and lie and say, I did not know?
Because
That's
he
not a
didn't
lie.
know. That's not a lie. He
The
didn't
lie, the
know.
mom told the lie. He
The
didn't
mother
tell
is
lie.
the liar. Let's get this straight. The mother is the
was the
liar.
liar. So you
So-
want the dad to say,
so, Marlon,
I
why
did
don't you
not
go ahead
know
and get
you
a
was
shovel?
here?
Get
He
a shovel,
wasn't. He
dig her
didn't
up,
know.
and make and have her tell her the truth.
Nah,
Wait a
Marlon, you
minute.
wrong
I'm
on this
sorry.
one.
What about this? When the mom says she knew, your dad knew you was here, and he
But
comes
he
back
didn't
and goes,
know.
I did not know you was. What? Wait, let me finish. I think I know where we missing that. How is he gonna say I did not know you was here without saying anything about the abortion?
He can
By
simply
saying,
say,
"I did not know."
Period. Just that's it. I did not know. That's it. That's all he had to say. He didn't have to add nothing else. He added that abortion part because he's petty. He's petty.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
I don't.
Because that's some trifling shit. You know
For
what I'm
him to
saying?
say he
Y'all
didn't
coming
know,
up-
that's
y'all
not a
coming up
lie.
a 19-year-old lie with another lie.
That's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
How is that a
That's
lie?
never-
How is that a lie? How is that a lie?
Because he.
Andy, are you wait, hold on. Let's
This
just
guy
be fair.
is looking
Marlon, so
at
you
his
telling me you
daughter.
don't tell no lies?
This guy is looking at
Marlon,
his
hold on,
daughter
you don't
and
tell
saying,
no
I
lies?
did not know that you exist. All she has to say is, wait a minute. My mom said you did know I existed.
And she didn't
So
tell
now
me.
you coming
Boom.
back and saying that you
Thank you,
don't know
Tracy.
I was here.
All she had to do, is say,
Marlon,
she
Marlon,
didn't
so
tell me.
you always tell the truth in all circumstances, all day long, every single time you
No.
tell the truth.
I am not
I
saying I'm
did.
perfect
This be
on
done.
it,
What's
but
the next
on
story?
certain situations like this, yes, I'm going to
What's
tell
the next story?
That's
What's the next
not a
story
lie.
then? 'Cause,
That
you
is
know,
definitely not a lie.
because obviously we agree that sometimes the truth ain't the best policy. So what we
the
got?
truth is not all the best policy. But
So
when
you're gonna
it
go ahead and
is,
devastate this young girl
it
because
is.
you feel better to make you feel better about yourself. Okay,
He was
got it.
petty.
Cool.
He only said it because he wanted to.
He didn't want to make sure that he was not cast as a villain
But yeah, right.
And the mama did it for what?
because she didn't want to be the villain
She's
either.
immature and she's a lot. And she was a liar.
Well, no, the mom could have done it because she didn't want to be the villain.
So, and she never casted. She never casted him as the villain. She just told the daughter he wasn't ready to be a father.
No, that does cast him as a villain. But what I'm saying is she didn't want to be cast as a villain by saying that I did not bother to tell your father that you existed and blah, blah, blah. So it's better for her to say that your father wasn't ready and he left us both, girl. He left us both. That's easier on her. Okay, fine. That's wrong. But she dead now. Ain't nothing to do with that. Now, on your side, it's all about, I always come back to this. It's about you, right? What decisions are you making? You can play victim and all the other good stuff all you want to. But the fact is, you are talking to your child, and it's now up to you to guide and protect your child. I don't see how.
And
that
the
helps.
mother
That's
cut
just
him
my call.
off
That's my
from the
take.
child. Let's keep that in mind. The mother cut him off from the child completely.
Yep.
She didn't tell him about her. She didn't say anything about it. She didn't demand child support. She didn't demand emotional support. She just raised the child on her own. She's
So
the
her wrong
villain,
died with her.
not the father.
Now the daughter can still be mad at him, and the dad, he can be mad at her, but the dad doesn't need to give her his anger. Like
Yeah.
a child deserves to love each of their parents unobstructed as best as possible.
Right. And that's not a lie, Marlon. I'm still like, where is that a lie? I don't see the lie. He's
He's basically saying it's a lie what the mom did. The mom did an entire lie, which completely disrupted his life, the child's life, and everybody else's life. So there was a big lie. Where we're having a contention is, I don't think it's the father's job to uncover every lie in the world.
Yeah, it's just like, I didn't know. He could have literally stopped right there.
That's self-righteous, but good luck.
Just be like, okay, I didn't know. If I had known, I'd have been a participant in your life and I apologize. Boom. End of story.